Hello, I'm Mara, and I run the smoothie bar and cafe for tarot and astrology here on the Maraverse. If this reading has found you, there's a message in here meant for you. If right off the bat it's not hitting, it's not resonating, that is okay. This reading is not meant for you, and you can go browse my channel and see if another one calls to you. Or there's plenty of other readers out there that'll resonate with your energy. But if you are here, I love you so much, and I appreciate you spending this time with me, and I'm very excited to get into your energies and communicate with you. Feel free to leave a comment, or if you are interested and really resonate, you can book a reading with me. I am looking to take on new tarot clients. So if you'd like to work one-on-one and you think that we would be a good match, and I think that we would be a good match, it would be such a pleasure to work with you. All the details will be in the description. And yeah, I have been super busy in my personal life recently, between trying to figure out getting myself stable in being financially dependent in New York. So that's been kind of, the energies have been not scattered per se, but not completely stable. With that, thank you for listening to this little intro, and I will get into your reading. So the first card that came out was the Knight of Cups. And immediately off the bat, see, I'm saying the same thing twice. Okay, there's this feeling of you're not fulfilled in some area, but you want to be fulfilled in some area, but you feel like you cannot gain the satisfaction in that area because you are overfilled or have taken your fill in other areas. So it's almost as though you're restricting in the area that would really nourish you, what you're really looking for, because you have, okay, we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Like, you've already made your choice, is the feeling. You've already made your choice, so you shouldn't want this. You shouldn't want this. And I guess I would say, be careful about shoulds. Be careful about, just know what it is that you are placing moral value on. That, should I be doing this? Why shouldn't you? What is wrong with you wanting this? Maybe recognize the want, and maybe even if it doesn't manifest immediately, it will. Okay, sorry, a card came out on the bottom. But even if it doesn't manifest immediately, maybe this period where what would really nourish you is not manifesting, is allowing these other energies that you feel you have taken too much of to really sit, excuse me, confirmation burp perhaps, and digest, gain a sense of balance. At the bottom, we had the Nine of Wands in reverse. The feeling that I'm getting from this is that you're not really sure where you're going. Or like you know where you're at, but it's just clarifying that feeling of dissatisfaction with where you are at, even though it's like everything is lined up. Okay, but I want to clarify the Two of Pentacles. Like, what is it that you feel like you are overtaking in? Is this making sense? The Well. You've made too many wishes? Are you too full of gratitude? That came out. The Nine of Cups. I feel like that's a yes. I feel like you're so full of gratitude that you're like, but I can't want more. I already have so much to be grateful for. Why am I empty? And I think that is creating a feeling of greed. So I guess what's the adventure? Whoa. Maybe what you're craving is adventure with the Knight. Knights are adventurous. Knights are they're pursuing. Maybe that's what your soul is craving, is an adventure, but you feel weighed down by everything that you already have and have built to be grateful for. Interesting. But it doesn't feel like there's not a lot of cards of stability here. Okay, I just saw Eight of Wands, so something happening fast. You're being propelled into adventure quickly. I see you like a brick, like a stone, I'm getting the feeling of a sack of flour, and you're like, I want to move, but I feel so heavy. I feel so weighed down, and this like huge gust of wind is coming to push you, and it's going to empty out all of this heaviness that is inside of you, all of this flour, this whatever the weights are, the pebbles that maybe nourished you for one time, but it's time for them to move on, so that you can be kind of carried by the wind. Let's see. Thank you. Judgment. The first thing that I saw when I looked at these cards again, and there's some nudity on here, so I won't be able to show it completely, but these figures, I'm sorry if you can't see that super clear. The figures are just floating. It's like souls in purgatory. The Fool. Okay, so I was going to ask if you're craving a new transition period. And that's almost like a yes. Interesting. Like, oh my God, you just want to be light. Like, you just want to be free, want to flow here. There's just so much about levity with the Fool, the Well, like all of these, and with Judgment, like cards where there's this blue smoke, wind. Wind represents spirit, breath, like I said, levity. Yeah, and with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, you see these, she's like dancing on air or water or some like light material. But with it in reverse, it's like she's weighed down by these pentacles, weighed down by material things. It's just so weird to me, because it's like, oh, you've been through so many cycles. You've been through so many cycles of this. So I think that's what's causing you to hold back. You're like, yeah, but I've already started over and let go so many times. Is it really mature to do it again? With the Fool coming out, I don't know if what you're really looking for is maturity. I think a part of you wants the freedom to be a beginner. And just like, even as I'm speaking this message, it feels like a huge battle between the heart, the gut, and the brain. Not just the mind and the heart, not just the mind and the gut, but like all three of them together. Like the gut feels weighed down. The gut feels like, I'm not really sure what I want. The heart is like, I want freedom. And the mind is like, let me take a moment and figure all of this out, but it's tired. Okay. This is frustrating to me. Sorry, like, just with the Wheel of Fortune coming out. Because it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. Like, releasing expectations of the outcome allows you to enjoy the journey. But then there's also this, like, weighed down feeling. The Wheel of Fortune even looks like they're holding a coin. Like their arms have to carry this weight. But anyways, there's this feeling of placing your hopes in I guess to put it clearly, like, you know, tarot readers online, even this video, like clicking on videos with hopes that it'll give you confirmation that things are going to work out, which seems like a contradiction, because I think what you really are looking for is the adventure, which requires a lot of unknowns. And if you were to know it all, that, like, the more that you try to figure it all out, the more that robs you of the freedom of the present, of being present with the adventure and the beauty in that unknown, which is really what it is that your soul is seeking. Does that make sense? Yeah, at the bottom we have the Hanged Man. So I wanted to say there's a difficulty letting go, but it's like doubly. On the one hand, you're like, yeah, I've let go. How do I differentiate this? You may have let go of your physical routines, your groundedness, but you've yet to let go of the outcome. And I think that that's not what your spirit wants to keep moving. I'm getting the sense that, like, the movement that is really freeing for it right now is to continue moving through these daily routines and letting go of the outcome of them. It doesn't matter where these daily routines take you. Do you love your daily routines? Do you love how you are existing in the present? Do you love how you are moving and flowing through life? Flow happens in the present. It's not something that we're out there looking towards. And, and that slipped out of my fingertips. It's like the results, the answers are like slipping out of your fingertips. But building is a process. The study is the process. How are you spending your time, and is that time full of love? It's so interesting here because we have like no cards. We have 2 cups, 2 pentacles, 2 wands, and no swords, which is very interesting. And then we have 4 major arcana. Is that correct? Yeah, 4 major arcana. Hi. Nipples purring. Okay, so you've let go of your mind. You've let go of the need to figure it all out. But it's like you haven't lost sight of the vision, which is powerful, and you know that that's powerful. But it can also feel heavy, like you have some responsibility to then figure it all out, make sure that it's perfect. But all you need to be focusing on is your processes. So clarify. We have the Hierophant in reverse, the Sun in reverse, the Star in reverse, and now we have the 8 of Swords. But it's in reverse. Okay. This is powerful. So you're coming to the end. I think the message of this reading is to show you that all of these ideas about how you don't have what it takes, how you aren't shining brightly, how you don't deserve joy right now, right here, how you aren't organized enough to do what you want, these are all created by your mind. It's in reverse. This is ending. If there's anything that you come out from this reading understanding, it's that everything that you want to, every part of your vision, hi Meepo, owning your life right now, owning your joy and your brightness right now, makes that wish immediate. You're going to keep wishing and keep wishing, but it's immediate. It's as soon as you embody that love. I'm just getting this feeling of open air. That pressure goes away once, like I said, once you embody that right now. for some reason I feel the need to ask about this emptiness more. I already said that it has to do with the desire to adventure, but I feel like Spirit has more that they want to say about what you're desiring. And there we go. Thank you. We have the Seven of Wands. It's interesting that like every time that I talk about what you desire, a card of Wands come out. You desire to break through illusions with your inspiration. Your inspiration to be used to to dispel illusions. Do you understand? Like, not necessarily just your voice, yes, but speaking from your heart, your movements, your essence, the way that you show up in the world, the light that you shine, your personality. You want to show up, just show up. And I want to say simply show up, but it's not, simple isn't small. You have a big bright energy. It's light, but it's bright, and you want that brightness to shine so brightly. This is what you're craving, that brightness to shine so brightly that it completely does away with I want to say the toxins in the environment. You want to clear the air. You want you to enter into a space and it to be like, So what's stopping you? Oh, okay, thank you. By judgment, we have Five of Swords and Two of Wands in reverse. Two of Wands in reverse, I'm getting the feeling of looking the wrong direction. The man is perched over here looking down at the city, flipped around. Could it be looking the wrong? Oh, okay, I think I'm getting it. I was gonna say, well, this is kind of giving me the essence of looking to the heavens for guidance, but now I'm tying it back into that Wheel of Fortune message, which is like you going to, like I said, tarot readers online, or waiting for signs from the universe that you are deserving it, of what it is that you want, instead of recognizing that what you want, because it has to do with your power and your part in co-creating with the universe, what you want is active. It's that movement. You have the power to do that right now. You don't have to wait on any signs. It's moment by moment and active, and it's beautiful in its activity. It's a dance. It's a dance. With the Five of Swords, it's like, yeah, you're sitting around thinking about it. Okay. This emptiness. What else do we have? Page of Pentacles again, sitting around thinking about what it is that you have, thinking about what it is that you're worth. Death reversed. Putting off the end of something, and of course the Magician in reverse. The Magician in reverse is just clarifies that it's not that you're not showing up. It's not that you can't show up in your part to co-create with the unknown. You know, there's the known and the unknown. The known is what you can control. The unknown is everything else. It's not that you can't show up. I think you're just in a state of being blocked because you have thought that the right thing to do is to look to the sky, the stars, the signs, the universe, the unknown for answers. But the truth is there are things in your control, and that doesn't mean that you have to constantly be cultivating. It's also in your control to put an end to things. I think that you've been waiting for the universe to put an end to things. I think that's it. You've been waiting for a sign that you can end a cycle. You've been waiting for a sign that you can clear out the air. You've been waiting for a sign that you're not going to be morally corrupt, that there's not going to be consequences for you to do this. I recently heard an artist say, yes, I think that there's consequences to my actions. I just don't think that it's any of my business. I think that that's the message here. Like, act, and you'll learn from the consequences because you always have. But what you want right now is to put an end to something so that you can be free. And that is in your power. You don't have to wait for that. And you're not evil. It's not like, I think that you're equating it to this big moral failure, even though it is what needs to happen for you to move forward. And as I am saying this, I know how challenging it is. I can feel that sinking pit in my stomach. That's just like, oh, I don't want to do that. It feels so wrong. Like, but what is it that you want to put an end to? Seven of Cups in reverse. Decision making. Being so guarded. All the masks. I'm looking at the Seven of Cups and I see this dragon. Is it a basilisk? I don't know. This serpent-like creature, man. Protecting the very light figure behind it. And what's stopping you? I think you're trying to, okay, maybe I would look into like the reptilian psychology. And maybe this is a sign for me to look into that as well, because I think that there's a psychologist who broke like a fairly well-known psychologist who broke the psyche into multiple different like animalistic parts, and one of them is the dragon or the snake, the reptile, the reptilian mind, or yeah, it was the brain. They broke the brain into different components, and one of them was the reptilian part. I would look into that. It's almost as though you've, I think that you want to release that. I think that you want to make the decision that it is that part of you that you leave up to the universe, that's not your business, and that the part of you that is light and trusting is your business. That where you place your attention and your energy is in being light and trusting, shining your light in each moment, and everything else. The consequences of what comes from that is for you to learn, is for you to be protected by this. I think that reptile is like the dragon in the palace that actually is protecting the princess. Sorry if that's a poor example, but I don't know why that's like been a theme in my own psyche, is that there's this dragon that's actually protecting the princess from dangers, and so as the princess, as the figure, as how can you find freedom? It's not that you're trapped within a palace. It's that you're free wherever it is that you wander, and there's this dragon protecting you. Ooh, now I wish I had that Dragon Oracle deck. If you happen to have that Dragon Oracle deck, I would pull a couple cards, see what comes up to you. I've never worked with dragon spirits before, but if that's something that calls to you, that could be very, very useful for this time, and see what it is that, whichever dragon comes out could be the energy that you could let go of, so that your attention, your mind, what is in your control can be put towards freeing you. I'm hearing, let the dragon make the judgment. Let the dragon make the judgment. All of these shoulds, all of these do's and don'ts, and harsh words, and Hierophant-like things are for your protection, but not for you to stress about. Because good philosophy, good structure, good frameworks are made to free you, not trap you. So what is the dragon that is serving your highest good? The metaphorical dragon, the spiritual dragon, the metaphysical dragon that is serving your highest good. Look into that. I think I'm going to wrap that up there. I hope that made sense. It kind of feels all over the place, but it also feels like that is where I'm intended. So let me know your thoughts and stories in the comments, whatever feels right to you, and I'll see you next time.